wanted to make this video on this specific topic, but it's just such a significant event. It's kind of hard not to talk to y'all about it. So fuck it. We're gonna be talking about the attempted ending of Donald J. Trump. Now, disclaimer, there is some blood and gore that goes along with this. And if, you know, you got a queasy type of stomach, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe this video ain't for you. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, sorry, one more thing. I'm not gonna be sharing my political beliefs or anything like that. I just don't want to, because that usually never ends well, because it usually just ends in a massive fight. Not even a debate, a massive fight, and it just usually never goes well. So that's not what this video is going to be about. This video is just going to be purely on the topic of what happened and maybe my opinion on the whole guns thing. We'll get into that. If you didn't hear, not that long ago now, it is now Wednesday, July 17th that I'm recording this video, and I believe this happened Saturday. Donald Trump almost got assassinated, and I can't believe I'm saying that, especially since it's 2024, because I honestly thought a lot of people knew just not to go for like any presidents. Obviously Donald Trump is not president, but he's running for president, and that got me thinking, when was the last time even president have their life taken away? And I did some research, and again, I could be wrong, maybe there was. If so, then we'll put it up on screen. But from what I'm looking at right now, it says George W. Bush in 2005 was the last president that is not even candidate, you know, not that's running, the last president to have his life taken from him. And luckily he didn't. But this was in 2005 when a hand grenade was thrown towards him, and it was crazy. It said both men were behind a bulletproof barrier when the grenade, wrapped in cloth, landed about 100 feet away. The grenade did not explode and no one was hurt. Insane. And the person obviously was convicted with life in prison. But holy shit, that's terrifying if you just see a fucking grenade like come your way. Like, holy shit. That's also what we're talking about. I was just curious on that matter. The person behind the whole assassination attempt, mind you, we can put up a graphic. This was literally a like millisecond away from, you know, hitting the back of his skull.
Take a look at what happened.
He moved last second to look at the monitor about something about the dialogue. It just was, you know, getting a refresher, whatever it might be. And he moved his head over so slightly to the point where it just grazed his ear. Luckily, he's okay, you know, stuff like that. But also, I say luckily because nobody, again, political beliefs aside, nobody wants to see anybody, you know, have their life ended. That's not cool. You know, I understand there's two parties, you know, Republican, Democrat. Obviously, there's like the liberals and stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's a very big divider in our country when it comes to Republican and Democrats. They just don't like each other. Like, I've literally seen friendships end because of that. I've seen marriages end because of that. It's insane. That's also a topic for another video. But my point here is, differences aside, we should never wish, you know, death on anybody. Like, as much as I might not like Trump, I'm not over here wishing the guy was dead. Like, that's insane. There's a whole bunch of people saying, oh, I was sad the shooter missed. Like, dude, that's wild. Like, come on. And if you haven't heard about this whole event, then I mean, first off, are you living under a rock? All this weekend and literally all up until probably Tuesday, that's all that was on my feed was memes about it and what transpired about the entire event. It's insane. So reportedly, Thomas Matthew Crooks was behind the entire thing, as they ID'd him as the suspect in question. He is a 20-year-old from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, and he was about 40 miles south of the rally, which is crazy. And he had an AR-15 that was reportedly recovered at the scene. And you're probably thinking, oh, maybe they have him custody. No, I don't know if the officers or the Secret Service, whatever you want to call it, they did what he didn't do to Donald Trump. Let's just say that. And insane. Now, there was a whole bunch of stuff going around that, you know, he was this kid that got bullied in high school, and then he just really didn't like anybody that associated with Trump or that party. And he just kind of snapped one day. He just kind of went off and unfortunately did what he did. So yeah, now my whole thing about this, like I said, I don't wish death on anybody because that's insane. Even if I really hate you, like, that's wild. You know what I mean? I feel like this goes into my belief. This is probably the only time I'll get quote unquote political. This goes into my belief on the fact that we need to have stricter laws for guns, because this dude is 20, probably freshly 20, but he is 20 years old. He's probably had a history of mental health issues. He probably has some form of depression or something like that, because ever since that happened, there was this whole thing about him getting bullied in high school and stuff like that, and just wanting to basically take revenge. And it's insane. If this isn't an indicator that we need to have stricter gun laws, I don't know what it is. Now, again, I'm not going to get crazy political with, that's just my belief, because I don't even know what to think of this. Like, we haven't seen something this crazy on like presidential candidate or president in a very long time, like a very long time. I'm not trying to get political, but this is also going to, you know, help Trump's case. If you're a Trump fan, go off. If you're not, then you might be in shambles here. You might be, you know, hitting the air, you know, frustration. But we need to cool it down on the people saying, wish the person who did this didn't miss. We need to tone that down a little bit, because I've seen that so much of that. Again, I'm not advocating for Trump or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, as a person who doesn't want to see people ended at the expense of somebody else's hate and, you know, issues. You know what I mean? It's really insane to think about that in 2024. I'm not gonna lie. And I know for a long time, a lot of people were thinking that it was staged, including myself at one point, before like all the facts came out. And maybe you can say that's naive of me, whatever, but it looked like very suspicious with a lot of the evidence that was coming out. And again, I thought it was fake for a second, because I was like, dude, there's no way this shit happened. Like, there's no way. And then I saw on Twitter, I'm like, yo, wait, that's kind of wild. Wait, hold up. And then of course there's more information that came out. Like, unfortunately, there were some other people that had their lives ended or cut short at that rally, and it's very upsetting. You know, thoughts and prayers out to those families that, you know, lost their loved one because of some crazy person having a lapse in judgment, I guess, to say the least. You know what I mean? This is insane. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Try not to get too political, you know what I mean? We're just trying to vibe and, you know, fuck around, you know what I'm saying? But I love y'all, and I will catch y'all in the next episode. Thank you. Love you all. Okay, don't do drugs. Okay, bye.